Go ahead and call this meeting to order.
Okay.
Today is October 14, 2020. It's 5:30 p.m. This is the regular meeting of the Ethics Commission. And let me go ahead and roll call. I'm not familiar with some of the newer members, but I see Mr. David Martinez.
Mr. David Martinez is a witness. He is not.
Oh, he's a witness. Okay. So then we have Mr. Saba Zapata.
Present.
Okay. We have Ms. Adriana Alexander.
Present.
And of course, Mr. Vidal Cantu. Vidal, I think you need to unmute your mic. Can you hear us?
Hear you guys. Do y'all hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Mr. Alfonso, and then Mr. Alfonso Ornelas.
Present.
Okay, and Ms. Reyes, do we have a quorum now?
Yes, we have a quorum.
Okay, and who are the other members of the commission? Because I know some had already been either had to be eliminated or had to withdraw because of, I guess, some political activities.
Ms. Reese?
So we're missing District 5, District 6, and District 7.
Those have not been filled yet?
Which one?
Have they been filled yet?
District 5 was appointed, but she's pending her oath.
Okay, so in other words, we don't have any commissioners from those three districts.
Correct.
Okay, so then we can proceed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so,
Mr. Chairman,
yes, sir.
if you will, can I ask for a minute of silence for Mrs. Galvan's father that passed away Saturday?
Certainly.
Por favor. Just a minute. Thank you. May he rest in peace.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'll go ahead and go to item number 2, general citizen communications. Did we have anybody sign up for any public comment?
Yes, sir. We do have a telephone participation by Henry Hertford. And I
Okay.
believe Mr. Vasquez was going to call him, connect him.
Okay, and what is the time limit for the speaker? 3 minutes?
3 minutes, sir.
Okay, so just do you want to go ahead and try to contact him?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Have a comment? We do have a telephone participation by Henry Hertford. For the record, my name is Henry Hertford, and I'm here to try and correct an injustice that y'all did on June 19th of this year when y'all whitewashed the ethics of Dr. Martinez. One of the commissioners had a very good speech about not using the Ethics Commission for political gain, and then he went right out and ran and filed for District 7 to get favor with the people in power here. At that meeting, you all did not have a quorum because I found out that one of the commissioners termed out in February this year. And I'm here to try and correct an injustice that y'all did on June 19th of this year. Y'all created a TOMA violation because you did not have a quorum because that commissioner was termed out. So what are y'all going to do? And all the motions that Mr. Patino made were illegal because they were not specific for Section 211, which was failure to report. Now, what are y'all going to do about that? I got a question I'd like to ask. The city manager knew Dr. Martinez was the Blue Cross Blue Shield in-house provider. He sat through that whole conversation and said nothing. What are y'all going to do about that? Because he said he was a patient of the doctor. Now, y'all going to have to correct it and go back and redo it again with a new commission. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mr. Herford. Any other participants?
Yes, sir. We do have a video participation by David Martinez.
As part of the public comment?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
As part of agenda item
Wait, what is
four
it?
B. Mr. Martinez's agenda item.
Oh,
4B.
but it is isn't it? He's not sweet. I don't know. I thought he was a public. I'm sorry.
is this the same Mr. Martinez who
Yes.
there's a complaint against?
Yes,
Is he on?
yes.
And he's gonna participate in public comment?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, it's item 4, section B.
okay, so are we gonna have him speak right now as part of the public comment, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I think his mic is muted. Mr. Martinez, can you speak? See if you can be heard?
Yes, can you all hear me now?
Yes, sir. If you want to proceed,
Okay,
you
yes,
have 3 minutes.
yes, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, members of the Ethics Commission. My public comment is in reference to item 4, section B, discussion with possible action on the ethics complaint submitted by the City Attorney Office by the Laredo Police Department in regards to possible violations by David Martinez Jr. I am David Martinez Jr. and I proudly served as a communications technician from 911 and most recently as a 911 supervisor. I trust y'all have read and reviewed the packet of information that was submitted and wanted to assure you that in no way, shape, or form did I do anything willingly to compromise the integrity of the department or to tarnish my own professional reputation. For the alleged violation under section 2.02, unfair advancement to private interest, I did not receive any special considerations, treatments, or advantage for any action in my capacity as a supervisor at 911. On the contrary to that, I lost my job due to providing what I thought was general information to a constituent's inquiry. I was not aware of any other investigations or information until shortly prior to my termination. For the alleged violation under section 2.04, accessing or disclosing confidential information, I accessed information at the official capacity, but did not release any confidential information with the intent to interfere with an investigation or with ill intent. I was simply doing my job in responding to a request. As a veteran and a new father, I have to uphold a higher standard to set a positive example for him and for my community. I may have faltered in my actions as a new supervisor as I was still learning the role. And I hope my first disciplinary action toward me in the department after more than 7 years would have been evaluated in a manner that reflected progressive discipline. I respectfully request that this complaint be summarily dismissed. In the event that this is not the determination of the commission, I respectfully request a hearing in accordance with the Ethics Code section 8.07, and adequate time to seek legal counsel and gather witnesses and prepare for the next steps in the process. I do appreciate y'all's consideration and attention to my case and hope that you allow me the opportunity to be considered for reinstatement for my position. And thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Do we have any other people who've signed up for public comment?
No, sir.
Okay, so I can proceed to item number 3, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so the first item is the approval of the minutes for July 10, 2019. I'm not sure if the members of the commission have had an opportunity to review, if there are any requests for changes, or if acceptable, if I can get a motion to approve.
So move.
If Sabas makes a motion, I'll go ahead and second it.
Okay, there's a motion to approve the minutes of July 10, 2019 in a second. Any questions? If there are no questions, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Against? Okay, approval carries. Next item is the approval of the meeting minutes of June 19, 2020. Have the members of the commission had an opportunity to review or have any requests for changes? If not, if I can have a motion to approve the minutes for June 19th, 2020.
Make the motion to approve them.
Okay, is there a second?
Second,
Okay, there's a motion to approve the minutes of June 19, 2020, and a second. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
aye.
Anybody against? Okay, nobody against, it's unanimous. The motion carries. Next item is in section 4, which is discussion with possible action on 3 items. First item is 4A, discussion with possible action by the commission to appoint a vice chair. So I guess, I don't know if anybody has a nomination to appoint the vice chair.
Mr. Chairman, I nominate Mr. Cantu.
Okay, there's on the floor is a nomination of Mr. Vidal Cantu as vice chair. Is there a second?
I second.
Ms. Alexander seconds. Are there any questions? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Anybody against? Nobody against, so Mr. Cantu, you're now vice chair. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Motion carries. Okay, next, Ms. Reyes, do you wish for me, I guess we may go into closed session for items 4B and C. Do you wish for me to read the items first?
Yes, if you would like.
Okay, let me read both items. First one is 4B, discussion with possible action on the ethics complaint submitted to the city attorney's office by investigator Charlie Rosales on behalf of the Laredo Police Department in regards to possible violations of section 2.02 and 2.04 of the ethics code by David Martinez Jr. And item 4C, discussion with possible action on the 2 ethics complaints submitted to the city attorney's office by Norma Ramirez and Rogelio Fernandez on behalf of the traffic department in regards to possible violations of section 2.03 of the ethics code by Michael Schalaterer. I think I pronounced it correctly. Okay, Ms. Reyes, at this time, do we get a motion to go into closed session, or how did you want for us to approach?
Yes, if we could motion that we're going into executive session pursuant to section 551074 of the Texas Open Meetings Act.
Okay, can I get a motion to go into closed session?
So move.
Okay, Mr. Zapata has moved. Do I have a second?
I second.
Got a second by Ms. Alexander. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries. We'll now go into closed session. It is 5:43 p.m. Okay, now we're back in open session. The time is 6:04 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and call item number 4B, discussion with possible action on the ethics complaint submitted by the city attorney's office by investigator Charlie, initial A. Rosales, on behalf of the Laredo Police Department in regards to possible violations of sections 2.02 and 2.04 of the ethics code by David Martinez Jr. Do I have a motion on the item, or?
I'd like to make the motion to schedule an evidentiary hearing on the case for Mr. David Martinez.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Cantu. Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, there's a second by Ms. Adriana Alexander. Are there any questions? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Okay, motion carries. There will be an evidentiary hearing scheduled on this item. Let me proceed to item number 4C, discussion with possible action on the 2 ethics complaints submitted to the city attorney's office by Norma, initial I. Ramirez, and Rogelio Fernandez on behalf of the traffic department in regards to possible violations of section 2.03 of the ethics code by Michael Schloterer. Do I have a motion on this item?
Also, I'd like to make also a motion to schedule an evidentiary hearing also on the case of Mr. Michael Schloterer.
Okay, item 4C. So there's a motion to
Correct.
schedule an evidentiary hearing. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, Mr. Zapata has seconded. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Anybody against? Motion carries. So there will be an evidentiary hearing scheduled on item number 4C sometime in the near future. Okay, I don't believe we have any other business. Is that right, Ms. Reyes?
No, I don't know if Ms. Reese wanted to discuss next month's meeting.
Oh, well, I'll take a poll since we are off on the 11th. So I'll be sending out an email asking for your availability
Okay, very good.
for the month of
November.
November. Yes.
Okay, anybody else? Anything else? Okay, well, thank you. Welcome, Mr. Ornelas. I didn't realize you had been appointed to the commission. And thank you all for participating, and we'll see you at the next one. And thank you, Reyes and Ms. Castillo as well.
Can we make a motion to adjourn?
Yes. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, Mr. Ornelas, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries. We are now adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.